Alright, welcome back to No Man's Sky. We're back at Good Enough Sunset. And it's just the day after the last video. And there was a comment that said that I could go to the, you know, north and south locations to get, you know, to find the top and bottom of the planet. Well, unfortunately, that's not true. That's what I was trying to check out last episode. On this planet, it is actually close to 180 and 0, which should be the top. But when I'm at 180 and 0, it gets dark. Yeah, so just the way that the No Man's Sky universe works, you know, just don't think about it. It is unfortunate, though. It is unfortunate. Now, I don't want to spend another episode doing that. So what I'm going to do this episode, I thought about building the base. I need to review the base parts to see what all I need. But I also want to find a Sentinel pillar again. And I'm going to head back to Hilbert Base Paradise. I need to pick up those save beacons. Okay, do I want to go to exactly 180 and pick up a save beacon? I kind of do. Where's the base? There's the base right there. I kind of do want to go to 180 and put a save beacon down. Alright? No, you're not doing this again, are you? Trust me, it's not going to take that long. Alright. 179.97. Okay? This sure looks like that commenter was right, wasn't it? I was convinced. Okay? I actually put down a base computer 180 sunset, but sure enough, this is not the center. You can see now that we've just had sunset, so it's not up all the time like it is at the other location. Now, why is that? I don't know. Because it's so close on this planet. Good Enough Sunset is 45 minutes in that direction, so it's not far. So then, let's see if I can remember this, or at least I can refer back to this video. The stars are going down, which means I have to go to Good Enough to the right. Yes, which is wrong from what I was doing, because remember I theorized that if the stars were going down, the pivot point was over here, but the thing is, it's the world is round and I have touched the sky. Yeah, that's a good Star Trek episode, by the way. I don't know if you remember that or not. So if we travel over to Good Enough, right, it's just a minute away. This is so close. So very close. Anyway, what I want to do actually this episode is go over to Hilbert. And then I remember kind of the direction that the Sentinel pillar was in. And it wasn't too far away, so I was just going to fly in that direction, see if I can find it. And I think I have another Sentinel pillar map, but I'm afraid that if I fire it off, yeah, it's not going to happen. So check this out. We're only 20 seconds away from Good Enough. That's how close 180 is. And here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. There we go. Yep. And here's my beautiful... This is not my beautiful island. This is not my beautiful wife. Right here. Whoa, look at the ocean. Whoa, look at those waves. Look at that. Wow. Let's go fishing. I can't. There. Let's go fishing. Well, how do I cast? Must cast into the water. Water's way down there. Look at that. Look at that. I can't walk around when this is, yeah, come on. And the water calms down. Boo. Can you just pull on the string? Come on. Ta-da! Oh, it's a legendary singing sea snail. Sea snail. Legendary. Whispered of by anglers across the galaxy. A voice like honey from a mouth of mucus. Wow. Well, there you go. I think that pretty much makes the episode, doesn't it? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Alright, one more. But this tells me this is a pretty good spot. It must be deep here. I don't know. I just got legendary. Who knows? But yeah, the ocean calmed down. That makes me sad. But this is a beautiful view here. Sure is. And this is actually the low spot, because this isn't the exact top. Common. It's rocking. Alright, bowcaster, mining beam. Good. Because this isn't perfect, because you can't see the stars. See? Yeah, it's still not perfect. The perfect is probably in that direction a little bit. And of course we are at minus 4.56, 170.82. Yeah. But no, it's good looking. Okay. Let's go back to the Paradise base. It's Hilbert Paradise, right? 180 knot sunset. I should have called it just snot. Yeah, snot. Alright. Hilbert base. It's only an hour or so away. Which explains why it has a fairly long sunset. No, it doesn't. It's way over here. Way over here. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to hit up the teleporter as well and see if I see that underwater base. I'd like to visit that. Yep. Coming in fast. Slow it down. Catch a landing. Thank you. Is there a vehicle that I could ride down that ramp? Oh, I missed the steps. How embarrassing. Alright, this thing's not on. Gosh, should have used more fuel. So let's use oxygen. Let's cut it in half, all the way down to 1. And that's an hour, which is long enough. Alright, what do we got? Other bases. So we have visibility testing, crossroad base, abandoned lounge, underwater base, James SquarePants, good. Underwater. Oh, Noxie, you found the Sentinel Tower. Thank you. So I don't have to do that. I'm glad I looked. 0 point PS4. Ooh, there's lots of cool bases here. I think I visited this one. So let's go to Mr. SquarePants. Come on. Come on. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now, I forgot. There's that pause. And we're out of standing planar. That's a good amount of carbon. Yep. And you got constant power. And the foodie and the little thing floating around in the fireplace. Alright, and then the medium refiners, which are in use, which means I can't use them. And, which is fine. And then we got this. March your ears. Alright. And, look at this. Wonder where we are on the planet. We're at minus 38 plus 49, wherever that is. Alright, there's frost crystals if I need them. This way? This is just steps, and that's where I came from. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Is this not an underwater base piece? I think it is. Here's the interior steps. And this is the moon pool? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. And there's that little base piece. Alright, we're above water now. Excellent. And why, look, my ship! And floaty flowers. Welcome to my base. Welcome to my base. You find a message from the owner. It's good to be here, man. Now, you said... Oh, this is really close, but I just couldn't see it. It was around the corner? Because look, there's Caffeine Kid's base. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, there's my base over there. There's Hilbert. And then there's the rock that I would love to get rid of. Yeah. And, okay, what does that symbol mean? Underwater base. What does that symbol mean? Does that mean, I don't want to report the base. Am I going to get logged in as guest? Hilbert Dimension. Is this the abandoned mode symbol? Because I'm custom, unfortunately. I wonder what symbol that is. That is not, well, it's not normal mode, that's for sure. Alright. I see how it is. Look at this. You got yourself... Oh man. You got yourself a beer mug and a little seat here. Let's have a seat. Can I fish sitting down? Most unfortunate. Alright. Okay, is this glass? No. Alright, so let's do some fishing. This is what we're here for. Yeah. Look at that. Do. Well, bite it. I misclicked. I know it's hard to do, but I managed it. I think I've seen the rest of his base, right? I've been all the way down. Is that where the power is? I'd like to know what you're using for power, so I'll have to figure that out. That's a tiny little fish. I want the big fish. Yeah, that's no good. One more. So the question is, can I change the fish type? Now see, these are big fish. Well, I mean, I don't know. In Wizard 101, it sometimes matters, which is all I have to compare it to. Come on. No, okay, I'm done with this. Alright. Yeah, so the question is, what are you using for power? Oh, look at the crane there. I don't see any power up here. Right? Is this, nope, solar panels. And batteries, right, which work underwater. I had no idea. I figured they'd short out. Yeah. How we doing? Time until drain, 25 minutes. Yeah, that should last overnight, right? Nice. Alright, well this gives me some ideas for an underwater base. Look at that. Alright, let's see. So I assume these are the... I don't know what modules these are, whether these are the above water cubes or the below water cubes. I don't know. Anyway, let's fly back to my base. Large Marge. And then let's go over to the Sentinel base and turn off the Sentinels, huh? Yes, there's... Yep, that's mine. And that's Caffeine Kid's right below me. And, yeah. It's funny, some of that looks underwater now, doesn't it? My path. Look at that ramp. That is ridiculous. I don't know that I went to that part of it before. Yeah, because I landed over here. Let's land here. Hold on. I know, I can get all the plants in the world, okay? I mean, like, literally, look at all the plants here. But what I want to do is, yeah, I want to scoot about over here and see what this thing is in here. Like, what is this? This is the same base, right? Oh, nice door. Fireplace. I'm not in my base. This is not my base. I wonder if you can put stuff in there, whether it just regenerates. I kind of thought it just regenerated. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? There's the thing. Remember that? I think I grabbed this. Yeah. This is that defect that used to float through the old space stations. And then they made it... they made it into a piece. Yeah, how about that? Really? My backpack is full? I don't think so. It is actually full because I grabbed all the stuff. Okay, I'll put it away. I do have a Sentinel pillar map. But I don't need one. Yeah, and I can scoot over to my base from here. Let's see if I can make it... let's finish visiting this. Because this is new. These are the cement pieces, right? Gravitino ball. Yeah. Sac venom. Albumin pearls, if I need some. Wait, that's what I needed, right? No. Yes. No. These are above ground pearls. I don't know if you can grow the below ground stuff or not. At some point I might have to go up to the anomaly and see if I can grow plants, underwater plants. I'm not sure. Oh, this is an office here. Yeah, more Gravitino balls. Wow. Okay. Well, technically, yeah, technically this is my base. I don't understand. Yeah, technically this is, it says it's my base and I can build here. I disagree with that. Yeah. I'm not gonna tear up anything or steal anything. Alright, I was gonna jump. Where's my base again? This direction? Bad jump. I got the Pop-Tarts though. Alright, now let me teleport over to the Sentinel pillar and see if I can turn it off over there. Other bases, right here. I think this is on this planet, isn't it? Drifting snowstorms. It is not. This is good to know, but this is drifting snowstorms is not on this planet. Okay. So I still need 0 point. Which one's this? Humid, Sentinels enforcing. Where is this? I don't think I've been here. 0 point PS4. It's PS4 base. I was looking at one of Obsidian Ant's videos, as us Elite Dangerous players are wont to do, and there is an expedition to Bernard's Loop, which is around Orion. Man, that makes me want to play the game again, but there's that pause. But boy, I just don't know if I can bring myself to play it again. That's a teleporter, right? Yeah, here's the store. Where's this teleporter go, I wonder? Goes over here. Ah, look, you used, it's a ladder. That's awesome. You used, the new pieces. Yeah, this is the power station. And, you used some pieces from, yeah, from the Relics. Right? Where are we, anyway? Not sunset, 13 hours. This is nearby. This has got to be nearby. Good enough sunset, 12. Hilbert, 4 hours. Nah, it's not really close. 11 hours. We're on the other side of the world, I think. Alright, groovy. And who's... Oh, this is part of the underwater base. No. This is yet another underwater base. Right. Are we underwater now? No, not exactly. Well, I can go underwater. That's the thing. This is the moon pool. Wow. And then I went right back up. That is weird. You're like stuck in a loop. Alright. Alright, let's not do that again. Interesting. Okay. And then if I go down here... Sure, climb down the ladder. Am I going in the water here? Yeah. So this is a... Yeah. It needs some work. The game does, not the base. But anyway, here's the Tomas. Cool. Look at that. There's the moon pool. There's the base pieces. Let me in! Alright, let's go in this door. Is this an underwater piece that's just not performing as expected? Is that what's going on? Or is it an outdoor piece that just happens to work underwater? I think it, because of the... Well, I don't know if you colored the flooring or not, so I have no idea. Anyway, let's get all the way to the top. Alright, let's hit the teleporter. Splash. Yeah, these under... Look at this. Splash, splash. These underwater bases are just kinda janky. Where's mine? Where's mine? No, this is other bases. Your bases. Good enough. Not zero. Hexaberry. Come on, Hilbert Base 1. Paradise. Thank you. And I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm definitely shaking back and forth. Alright. Come on, my base is not that far away. Okay. We're back to my boring base. Yeah, boring, boring, boring. Okay, so I looked out the window and I found the it was over in here. I remember because it was over in the flats here. This is where I found the Sentinel pillar. And I could fire off the map again. I could save the game and fire off the map again. And to try to avoid I forget how close it was. I swear it wasn't too far away. But I did not rewatch the video to figure it out. And I'm not coming up with anything on the radar range. Alright, let's do this. However, did I already get these? No. Equipment. Yeah, I know. Just get on my face. So, if I look around here for buildings, there's some buried cache. I haven't hunted for buried cache in a while. Manufacturing facility. Alright, I'm gonna fire off the map. I said I'm gonna fire off the map. I'm gonna get in and out. And then I'm going to... What the heck? Gonna get back in. We'll fire it off from inside the ship. Yeah, we're fine. Where'd I see it? Oh, I forgot to drop this stuff off too. It's right here. Okay. It's right in front of me. Excellent. Oh, if I had just kept going for 20 more seconds. I had the direction fairly right. You know I'd never find it. I would have gone a little bit off to the right and it would have never zoned in. Okay. So here it is. And I need inventory space bad. Right? And all this stuff is already blown up. But I want to put down the save beacon that I have on me. And then I want a Z, C, G, and I want to turn this red for a Sentinel pillar. Yep. There it is. Okay. And we'll get a save. And then as far as this goes, these... No. This is the ship, which is got some space left to it. Okay. Let's see. This cytophosphate starship, starship. These living pearl starship. This stuff can go to the starship. This stuff, 0 slots free. Okay. Sort by, you know what. Alright, we have some free space. But now I don't need it. But let's disable them again. Right, morning. Shut down Sentinel forces. There we go. Oh, there was a Sentinel here. Ah. Oh, well. I didn't see you. That's just projectile ammunition. And nothing else? I don't see anything. That's the ship. I don't see anything else. I do not. I have to store stuff. Yeah, do we see any, let's see, it would be machinery was the symbol that I figured it would be. Yes, and I don't see anything. There's a drop pod over there that I've already been to. Metal fingers. Berry cat. Really? 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 Alright, ship. Launch thrusters. Fill it up. I don't have hardly any inventory space, so this will just be a short trip, okay? But you know, you see buried cache, you get the buried cache. Bad plan. Oh, good. Journey milestone accomplished. I'm a crusader. Ow. Do, do, do. Boo. Don't go to the starship, please. I got something over here. Maybe rusted metal? I don't know. Any more buried cache around? What's this? Unknown building? Okay. There's the drop pod. Bases all over the place. And I do see some damaged machinery and some buried cache, both at about 200. So let's tag the buried cache. I might get the unknown building, I might not. If I can summon the ship, I think I have... Ow! I think I have, data on me. What's it called? Navigation data? Yeah. Emergency signal scanner. Great. Alright, inventory space. Do not go to the ship. It's out of range. Just don't go there. Yeah, this is, what is this? I got Serpy Nectar. Oh yeah, remember that? Okay, let's see. What do we got in here? Carbon. Condensed carbon. Let me put the rusted metal in here. That'll free up some space. If I can find it. What the heck is that? A vigilant stone. An unblinking eye. Disturbing the eye may disturb the slumber of the living stone guardians. Oh. What can I do with this? Select an item. Well, that doesn't work. I want rusted metal, please. I know I've got a ton here. What can I do with dirt? Nothing? Why the heck am I carrying around dirt? Yeah, you got it at the, I got it at the whatchamacallit site. Here's rusted metal. That'll free up one slot. Because I'm gonna get that heat shield that I've been looking for forever. Because, no. Gone. There it is, heat shield. Unbelievable after all this time. Oh well. It could have happened. It could have happened. Buried cache. Man. Buried cache. Man. Ancient data structures. Okay. Because my inventory is full, you know I'm going to find all the buried cache. Yeah, because my inventory is full. Yep. And, I mean, it's so full. It is, actually, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots free still. Yeah, relax. And this is just nanites. Don't go to the ship. many nanites was that? You want to tell me? 50? Wow. Okay, there's some more buried cache over there. And all the smoking here, there's no damaged machinery? No. Alright. Right into that plant. I think the Pop-Tarts are still... maybe the Pop-Tarts were out. Please, do not go to the starship, okay? It is... No, they're still going. 20 minutes left. I never hit begin. 19 minutes left. Really? So all that time I was talking about how the Pop-Tarts... Yeah. You got that right. Because well, maybe it stopped between gameplay, between whatever. Do not go to the ship. Well, that gave us something. And we'll wait and see what it says. Indium. Technically, I could make chromatic metal. Ancient data structures, yeah. There's that unknown building. And there's some buried cache on the other side. You know when I get to the unknown building, okay? That we're not going to see the buried cache. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Was the buried cache before the unknown building? 230, 313, yeah it was. Yeah, and then I would have said, see how bad my scanner is? Because I would have passed it up. Because I didn't check the distance. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Some guitar music playing. Hey, here's some oxygen. Unknown building. No, no, no. We're going for the buried cache, then the unknown building. It's the guitar. It's very Diablo 2-esque. Or Diablo 1. I think had very similar music. What can I do to keep it from going to the ship? I don't understand why it would keep going to the ship. Why would it get stuck going to the ship? Unknown building? Jettison pod. Well, there's the unknown building right there. And it is just a pile of nothing. So if I look at it really close and identify it, it is just one of those. Okay, now, it's buried cache. No, not so much. We might be out of incorrect. I had to stop going forward to climb the hill. Anyway, I need to figure out what I need to do those base parts, see if I have to do any mining. I'm not going to be harassed by the Sentinels at the moment. Emergency signal scanner. There's too many of those, man. Yeah, there's too many of those. And that must have been the way it was rebalanced. There's some, yeah. Here's my heat shield. If I wasn't already here. Now the Pop-Tarts are fully active. These are blueberry unfrosted, thank you very much. My favorite Pop-Tart. That frosting, yeah, I've been here. The frosting is too sweet. And I don't say too sweet very often, but, yeah, unsweetened. Buried cache 224. Alright. What's that thing up on the hill? You see that? It is an unknown building. Okay. I think it's just a shelter. It's hard to say when you just see the top of it. Da, da. Yep. Remember when these were given all the goodies? All the goodies. Where did I see that building? Yeah, right there. Yeah, I guess that could be... I think it's just a shelter. Can't really tell from here. Could be a minor settlement as well. Yeah, I need to... I keep jetpacking as if I'm gonna run out. It is... A minor settlement, how about that? Wow. And this is where we're gonna get the heat shield. No comment. I have none. I can call a ship from here, so that's a thing. I think I'm carrying around navigation data, am I not? Should be. Here's the gun. What kind of cabinet is this? It's a structural molecular. Yeah, and you got one super slot, and that's it. And it would be free, but I got everything. And this, I mean, these never have anything. Exosuit upgrade charts. This is one of the few that I've seen that have had this. 1.8 million, even though I can go galaxy to galaxy to get into big spender, baby. Yep. There we go. Let's fire one off. Through the roof. My ship's right over there. You can see the Sentinel pillar from here. It looks just like an orange blob. And there's something over to the right. What was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? It's right over there. Alright, hold on. Summon the ship. Yeah, it's right over there. It's probably nothing, right? It just looked interesting. But interesting is good. Yeah, so what was it? I think it was it really just that? It's got a landing pad. What is this? Is this a secure facility? What else would it be? It has a landing pad. By the way, I summoned my ship. That means, yeah, because I paid with navigation data, it didn't pay with launch fuel. Oh, the Sentinels are gone. Right. This is a secure facility. Alright, let's see if I can get this correct. Operations Center. I open a list of military achievements that waited for upload. There are images of distant battles, bloodied robots, vast explorations. Gra, honorable warrior, death, warrior, something. A covering note clearly expects something in return. Send the world record. Celebratory barks and howls spill from the audio speaker. I take the warrior's reward. Dude. Decline. I don't want your reward. Thanks a lot, man. I'm shocked you didn't give me like a C mining beam module. Units received. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Oh wait, damaged machinery. That's the sparking, right? Yeah. I just passed. I almost passed up the heat shield. We would have been so disappointed. I was thrilled just for a second, and then it wore off. Yeah, it really did. Okay, my inventory is a mess, absolute mess. What do we got going on in here? Do I have a spot for this? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking now. No, I must have. Okay, what can we refine down? These things annoy me. But I was just at a place with a store where I could have sold some of those. Yeah, true story. True story. Can I find it again? I should be able to. It's just right over here, right? Yeah, it's just right over down. Down, 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 down. Slow it down. Yeah, I'm gonna sell some of this crap. I wonder if they've made these cheap like they should be again. Because these should not be worth the amount of money that they say that they're worth. Chromatic metal, gold, decommissioned circuits. No. Why don't you hit the sell button? Thanks. Okay. Oxygen. I don't want to sell my fishies. We're gonna sell the dirt. And the Vigilant Stone, I can't imagine. I don't think it's a warning. Ensure reanimation. Sell for units. Maybe this is worth something, but, well, it's worth 100 grand. Yeah, and these emergency signal scanners are now not worth anything at all. So there. Freed up space. Units received. And anything else? The singing sea snail. Gosh. I'm just so darn happy about the singing snail. There's salt. I got that by accident. Sell it. And chlorine, I got it by accident. Sell it. And I don't want to sell anything else, do I? I don't think so. Let's switch to the ship. And I don't think there's anything here I want to sell either. Platinum I could use to repair another ship, because of course I'm going to do that. Hypnotic eyes. Can I grind these down? I forget. Hard frame engine. I don't even know what that's for. Therefore, it's sold. Okay. Magno gold. Yeah, you know, sold. Warp hypercore. That's all good. What was that? Chlorine? Just 20 chlorine? Gone. Yeah. Now the question is, this is the question. Do I want to sell? Make up your mind in 3, 2, back off. Alright. I sold some stuff. Let's go find that drop pod. Yep. Where did it go? Right over here. Drop pod, just 12 minutes. Can't be bothered. Yeah, 12 minutes is actually pretty far. You know what you could do is you could go to the other end of the planet and put a almost sunset base down. Well, what would be interesting, and this should be true, is that the exact opposite coordinates good. The exact opposite coordinates of where I put almost sunset would be, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ought to be able to guess the coordinates. Okay, sort this. I don't see... that's the starship. Of course it is. Exosuit. We'll sort this as well. Do you see any carbon nanotubes? I do not. So let's make a carbon nanotube and let's make a antimatter housing. And let's get another suit slot for free. Yep. And is that where I want it? Yeah, I'm not using these. Once I get a heat shield, hey, maybe. Alright. Yeah, it's all about the upgrades. And one day, just think, we'll get to Calypso. One day. Where's all the drop pod data? Right here. Alright, repair. Good. It checked it off. Okay. So I should remember to wait a while so that it does check it off. Where's the drop pod? There it goes. There it goes. Over here. Or am I just going back and forth? Pretty much. I still want to get back to the base as the last thing, yeah. So after this, we're going to go back to the base and I'm going to figure out what I need to mine to make an underwater base. It's got to be crossed off the list. What list? The list. Man. I need to make another carbon nanotube and another one of these. Alright. Bling, bling, bling. Upgrade. Alright. Wait for the quest to tick off. Anytime now. I'll get some oxygen while I'm waiting. There it goes. Yeah, let's recharge all the stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else? Yep. Anything else? Yep. Anything else? Yep. Anything else? Okay. Totally recharged. Totally. Let's go back to the Hilbert Paradise, wherever it is. Let's see. We can either go back to Good Enough Sunset or Not Sunset. That's unfortunate. Or... Are you sick to your stomach yet? Here we go. Save beacon. Where do we want to go? It's close enough. Easy. Easy. Did I mention this thing flies like a truck? There we go. Wow, didn't want to land. We're down. Alright, I don't need to get near the water to do this, okay? But, if I wanted to build underwater base parts, we go here, and we have deep water chamber. This is, okay, so I'm going to need pure ferrite, and square deep water chamber, square pure ferrite, and a glass tunnel, I don't have to say, crystal sulfide, 2 of each, got it. Vertical, crystal sulfide. X, crystal sulfide. I don't know how much crystal sulfide. Each of these need 2. And of course glass. And 2. And 2. And this watertight door, crystal sulfide. And the moon pool needs living pearls. Well, I got so many living pearls. It's not even funny. Okay? So this is the only thing I needed living pearls for. And then these are the cuboid rooms. They're not underwater. I don't think. Vertical glass tunnel. Yeah, crystal sulfide is what I need the most of. Which is pretty easy to get. I don't know if there's other underwater base pieces or not. I don't know if I want to find out. Yeah, or don't. No, I tell you what. Whoa, hold the phone. Yeah, no, don't. Let's not get crazy. I do want the refiner recipes though. Because I would like to refine, what do I'm gonna need some pure ferrite, right? So, don't go to the ship. Okay, first off, where's those silly pearls? Where did I put all the pearls? Did I put them in the ship? It looks like I did, but I can't find them. Do you see them? They're right here. Right, let's go back here. And let's not do that. Apologies. Let's try to find them here. This does go to the ship first. So... Do you see them? I don't. They're there. Living pearls. To gold. Okay. Oh, I think I'm just gonna keep them. Alright. Let's open this thing up. And let's access the ingredient storage. And let's transfer stuff that I can't... Oh, the bone's an ingredient? Really? Fine, I'm not transferring that. I wish it would sort, but this will free up a lot of inventory space. And the fishies go over here. And the snail that... And the bones, I guess we can grind those down. And you cannot do the pearls over there. We have a lot of carbon. I have 2 condensed carbon stacks. Let's put one of them into the ingredient storage. Okay. Now, let's go to the ship, the starship. And I can access ingredient storage, yeah, because it's in the house here. Or I'm close to it. Only 1 space left. Is the ingredient storage really that full? It could be. It could be. Alright, well, let's transfer some of this stuff, like these repair kits. Storage container inventory. And these eyeballs, which I think I'm just going to sell, a storage container. The crystal sulfide, I'm a little bit worried about because this will stack better in the starship, right? Yeah, wherever it went, sort. Yeah, it will, sort of. Okay, let's not spend too much time. You've already spent too much time. These things, which I didn't know what to do with. Storage container, storage container, storage container. I need starship tech slots. Yeah, I do. Which are incredibly expensive now. These should be moved to the starship. Yep. And let's go ahead and move these to the starship as well. I know. I got a lot of free space now. Okay. So then, I'm gonna go to my bases. And we're gonna go to, yeah, your bases. And we're gonna go to... good enough sunset? Yeah. Why does I have the bones there? What's up with that? That's abandoned mode? No, this is the mode. This is the... We don't know. I have no idea. We're going there. I have to build a mini base here. Yeah. Anyway, I need pure ferrite. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. I need to build a ramp down to the water too. Now, if I use the terrain manipulator, I don't think it stays around. I could try it. Well, I'm going to edit some out of the beginning, but we're just about to exceed the time allotted. And I'm not going to start this because it's going to make noise. We're gonna do our favorite pastime, everybody. There's the fishing rig. We're going to go fishing because of course we are. Because I believe this is deep water. Because this is where I got that stupid snail. Escargot. Is that fish eggs? Snail eggs. I think escargot has got something to do with snails. But I would, first off, I would never eat anything to do with the snail. Second, I would never eat anything that had a name like escargot. Which sounds like it came in on a cargo ship. Just bite the lure, dude, there. Ah, it's a sweetwater minnow. It's a bee. Alright. See how light it is here? Yeah, the sun's... they're too high. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Yeah, so it's still not perfect, which means I need to go that way. The fish got away. How unfortunate. It means I need to go that way, right? If I want... No, that way they'd be higher. Maybe more this way would be lower, because it's really low over here. Yeah, so somewhere that direction. And that direction is not towards 180. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. If it was 180, which it should be, that would make everything easy. You know what I'm going to do the beginning of the next episode? Yeah, you know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. I am going to go to, let's see, it would be 0, 180. It would just be the opposite coordinates, right? Scuttlefish. Boo. Alright. I don't have anything for, I don't have any pictures. I need to get one ready. I'll try to get one ready for the next episode. But anyway, that's going to be it for this time. I can't turn around. Yeah, I can. Well, I can turn around, but I can't look at myself with the fishing pole, which is most unfortunate. Oh, fine. There. I'm now looking at myself with the ridiculous fishing pole. Look at that thing. Yeah. There it is. Whoop. Now, if I just hold still, the menu goes away. Yeah. There you go. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later. Bleep.